Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a plan, prep, and create video. And I just thought, it's that time of year where all of us are trying to get things together, get things ready for the new year. So I thought that I would bring you guys along with me. My list isn't super long, but I do have some things I have to get done before my upcoming videos because I need some things to share with you guys. And yeah, so today I have to bind my planner. Let me look at my list because I forget. I have too many things going on, you guys. Are you guys in the same boat? So I have to spiral bound my planner. I have to write an art supply list for my son. He will be in kindergarten if you are new to this channel, and he'll be using Becca's curriculum, and they come with a art supply list. So I'm going to go over the list, write up what I need, and just so that when I go to purchase the things, it's easier for me because I have it like coded, not coded, but I'm going to like categorize it, and then it'll be easier while I'm in the store. I'll be getting all of the things pretty much from the Dollar Tree because it's super cheap. So I have to do that. I did need to work a little bit on a history unit study that I'm doing to go along with our history. And then there was something else I needed to do. What was it? Oh, I wanted to spiral bind at least one of the planners that I've created just so that I could show you what it looks like. And I also purchased these other things to bind little notebooks together or workbooks in case you don't have a ProClick or spiral bind machine, because I know that some people don't. Sometimes they're expensive. So instead of having to put the papers in a binder, I saw on Facebook, I want to say someone shared it, but I cannot remember on what group. I think it was in a Becca group, but I can't remember because I follow a few groups, a lot of groups. So anyways, so I wanted to share that with you guys just in case you guys are kind of on the hunt for something to put like little workbooks together that are it's super cheap. And then I don't know, I may add some things to the day as I go depending on how much time I have. So with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. My planner from last year. I love this planner. It worked so well for me. I did use these types of little sticky tabs last year, and I wanted to do something different this year, so I found these. I did have to kind of manipulate and create my own thing because these are two separate things. So the actual tab is from dividers, and then these are file folders, so I had to cut them. But I just got this spiral bound. Last year I bought some spiral binding, a box of it actually, because they don't sell it in like small quantities, so that kind of is a bummer. But I knew I needed something bigger this year, so this is a 26 millimeter, I think. And I want to say this was either an 18 or 20, I can't remember. It worked well for me, but for my sister, she had more pages, so it was kind of hard for her to turn the pages. So I went ahead and splurged and invested in some more bindings. It literally came with like a box of 50 or something, so I'll have these forever. But I'm just going to go ahead and just fold this over. I don't have like a binding crimping tool, so I just use my jewelry tools. And I'm just going to bend that downward. I pulled my other planner out so that I couldn't remember how I did it last year, and it actually worked well. So I was trying to see how I did it so that I could kind of do the same thing. So that I did it the right way. So then this one, and it does take a little bit of time to get the binding through the book by hand, but it works. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to turn this one over like that. I couldn't find my other little pliers. I think they're in my garage with my jewelry stuff, but there we go. So let's see if it worked. I think that needs to go a little bit more down there. Yep, it worked. All right, cool, cool, cool. I'm super excited. Okay, so that worked fine. So one thing is done. Where's my other list? So I changed this table out with my other school table because my school table was actually my kitchen table, but we were just eating and everything in the schoolroom, which was fine. It didn't really bother us, and I had a smaller table in the kitchen for the kids to like paint on and stuff. But my dad had let me use this table, and I like it. It's bigger. Uh-oh, that's my drink. But do you hear that? Any little movement and it does that. I'm like, I wonder if WD-40 will work. I don't know, you guys, but it's driving me crazy. Okay, so my planner is done. So that's ready because I'll be doing a flip through of that for you guys. And then the next thing I wanted to do, I have my little 3 subject notebook here. I put like all of my unit studies in here. I decided to go with a bigger notepad, and I've actually used up a lot of it, but I've already gotten through 2 of our science units, so I wanted to go ahead and start writing on the hidden figures because we are going to be reading this year. We're finishing up Notgrass's book 2, and we're like on the last part of the book, and I wanted to go over this. Now, it doesn't touch on the hidden figures, but it touches on, you know, them going and landing on the moon and all of that stuff. And we've already done a whole year of astronomy, so I'm just skipping those chapters or lessons in our book, and I'm replacing it with the hidden figures because we haven't talked about them at all. And I think that they had a huge part in, you know, making such huge accomplishments with space and stuff. So I wanted to read a little bit through this and do a unit study with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on this now. Do you guys put your own unit studies together, or do you guys buy them, or do you just use curriculums? So when we first started homeschooling, we just used the curriculum, and I found that within like the 2nd year of homeschooling that I wanted to be more hands-on, and I wanted to start doing unit studies. So I did piece together a couple unit studies. I did it in a different way. It was really fun. We did one on Australia, and we did one on Sacagawea. And so those were our first 2 like unit studies that I added stuff to, but I had gotten the unit studies through a different website, and I wanted to start doing it myself. So I started putting my own unit studies together, and it has been wonderful, you guys. The kids are learning so much. They enjoy it. They look forward to doing the unit studies. They get bummed when we don't have a unit study. So that makes me feel kind of happy because I know that they're enjoying what I'm creating, especially because it takes so much time. So we've just been kind of diving into different things that we haven't necessarily learned in our curriculums, or if it hasn't touched on it a lot and I kind of wanted to add more to it, then we bring in a unit study. So that's why I'm bringing in this book study. I don't know if it's necessarily a unit study or a book study. I don't know, I may have to look those up, the differences in them. I'll call this a book study though, because we're reading the book and we're answering questions and doing probably some creative writing, probably an activity, because I like to add in an activity or 2 in whatever we're doing to make it more fun. And so this is the one I'm working on today. Hopefully I can get this written up within, I don't know, let's say a couple days. And then I have to go type it up and create the worksheets on how I want them to be. But we will end up watching the movie on this, so I think that that'll be kind of a fun incentive. And I brought the TV into here because I was really tired of seeing the wall mount on the wall. It just looked so tacky to me and it bothered me. And I'm like, you know what? We can put the TV in here, and then we can bring, because we have these like pillow mattress things. They're like sleeping bags, but they have pillows in them. I don't even know how to explain it. They're not sleeping bags because you don't crawl inside them. I don't know. It's like a little mattress made of pillows, and all the kids have them, so we can just line them all up on the floor. We could just sit at the table, or we could go into the rooms. Doesn't really matter. We could do it in our rooms. We could do it in the family room. But I just thought, you know, I should just put the TV back up in here. So that is why it's up. I'm totally sidetracked. I don't know if I'm just lagging. Maybe I'm just lagging, you guys, because it just, you know, it's a lot, you know. But okay, so I'm gonna start on this, and then we are going to, I think, go over art supplies. This one shouldn't take me too long because it's not a huge book. So
when we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
guys, so I think I made it about maybe a little bit more than halfway in the book. I got to this page here. It doesn't have page numbers, but so I basically have written up, let me see how many pages. I've done 1 page, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6, no, 5. So I wrote up 5 pages of questions and writing things and activities and, you know, stuff to go along with the book unit. So I'm going to be done with this for now because I have to move on to other stuff, but I'm going to put my little bookmark here. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the art projects list for Isaiah. So I'll put this aside. This is what I am looking at. This is the K5 of Becca art projects book. So basically it's a book full of different art projects, obviously. But basically it's all paper art, which is cool, especially for a kindergartner. And so I'm just gonna have to buy, you know, like little supplies. They're super cheap. Nothing crazy, nothing hard to come by like, you know, our middle-aged kids or high schoolers. So this is really easy just to put together yourself. But what I'm going to do to make my life easier so that I'm not struggling or stressed out when I'm at the store, inside the book they have a plan ahead supply list. So it shows these 2 pages here, and it's broken down per page of each activity in here. But what I'm going to do is, I noticed when I looked through this the other day, I noticed that some of the items don't tell you specifically like how many or what colors or anything like that. And for me, don't mind the bunny. We have a bunny here. I'm not babysitting, I'm bunny sitting my sister's bunny. She's the best bunny. She's so sweet. Let me just sidetrack real quick. She is the sister to our late bunny that passed away. His name was Lucky, and they were siblings, and you guys, the best bunnies you could ever imagine. Super sweet, loving, playful. Oh my gosh, she's just the best. So she's here with me, She's taking a break. She's been eating like all day today. But she comes out and plays and then hops into her little cage and eats and drinks water and naps, and then she comes out. She's just so sweet. I leave the door open because she's literally, you guys, like a puppy. Like some bunnies can actually be like free roam through the house, and they're super good, but she's a really good bunny. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that because that like annoying noise is her water. I'm just gonna give her a minute. Okay, so what I was explaining is on some of the items, it doesn't break down how many or what color to use. So I'm just gonna go to the page that it's talking about. So basically, like it says on page 3, you're gonna need small flower stickers, which are optional, miniature artificial flowers, which are optional, and 2 cotton balls. So I'm gonna look and see if I actually need those things that say optional or if I want them. Another example is, where was I seeing it? Like it says puzzle pieces for one of them, but it doesn't say like how many. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter, but I'm gonna be putting all of the stuff in bags. So Ziploc bags will be for like lesson 1, and it'll have all the stuff in it that we need for that specific lesson. I found that that helps me tremendously, you guys, when I am trying to get ready for the school year. Just having it ready is like super helpful. So I'm just gonna start writing these items down, kind of trying to group them together so that when I am at the store, it's easy for me to find them. So I'm not going back and forth, you know what I mean? And plus I wanna see what I have in the house, so I won't have to get it at the store. So I'm gonna get started with that. For instance, here it's saying that I need small and large craft sticks, but it doesn't say how many. So I'm going to turn to page 17. They have this broken down really nicely, just to see. Is it just cut out puppet pieces, color scarecrows overalls, glue scarecrow and pumpkins to jumbo craft stick, glue crow to narrow craft stick. Okay, so we just need 1 of each. So a bag, if you're buying them. Okay, so sandwich bag, resealable, 9, okay, paper plates. So what would that be? Kitchen? Yeah, I'll put kitchen. I can find that. Writing it out, I just have it kind of broken down. So stickers, hardware, paint, craft supplies, kitchen, office supplies, toys, bath. This is part of craft here, party and holiday. And I think that's it. There's some things I didn't put on here because I have them. Some things I just listed anyways. But now I have my list, so I'm going to take this when I go to the Dollar Tree next, and I'm going to grab whatever I need. Also, before I go, I'm going to check through my stash here because I know for sure that I have stickers, and I think I have clothespins. I think I have craft sticks and feathers. So most of this stuff I think I have, so I shouldn't be spending too much money on all this, which is always nice. I had to share this with you guys. So one of my husband's coworkers picked us up 2 of these bobas. It's a boba tea, and this is brown sugar latte. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's pretty good. I don't really like the boba things in there. I don't know why, but the flavor is so good. So good. So yes, I have coffee right now. I have my boba tea, and I have my liquid IV. I'm like, I don't know. He brought this, so I'm like, might as well drink it. It's yummy. Okay. So this list is done, but I'm gonna put it here so that I don't lose it. I will take it out of here and I'll put it in my purse because I am always known for like forgetting stuff. I'm super forgetful. I will make a list and then I will forget the list. It's like you make a list so you remember things and then you forget the actual list. Who else does that? I do that all the time. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys, I almost forgot. I wanted to share with you guys something that I saw online on how to keep your books together, or workbooks or pages. I mean, honestly, whatever you guys want. I'm trying to get to what I need to be at. So the girls, I think I'm going to just bind them normally with our binder. But just because it's their planner and they're going to use it all year. But for sure, this way of, you know, keeping workbook pages together are really good for unit studies or something like that, that you're going to use. I mean, at least for me, you could probably use something all year long with these. I just don't know how well it will handle it. So I don't know if it will kind of like, I don't know if the little workbook pages are going to be all messed up. Okay, so basically what I have here is a 2-hole punch. And then I actually purchased this to do my like portfolio scrapbooks for the kids each year. And then I have these prong fasteners by Office Mate. I ordered them through Amazon. I want to say that they were like $5 or $4 or something. This box came so beat up. But what they are is it comes with 50 and it comes with something like this. I don't know if you guys could even see that. So something like that, and then this. I'll show you guys up close. So basically what I saw on Facebook is I can't remember actually how she bound it, if it was on the side or on the top, but you could do both, you guys. You could do down the side or you could do across the top, especially if you have a left-handed kid. This is going to be the planner for my daughter. She wanted Star Wars. So that I will be binding in a regular Pro Click. And then my niece wanted the macaroon, my youngest niece. And then my older niece wanted, where is hers? She wanted little mushrooms. Where are they? So hers is right here. She wanted the little mushroom. I actually designed this one specifically for her. Uh-oh, this is not printed out correctly. So theirs I'm going to do in the actual binding. Now for me, I probably wouldn't do this with the fasteners for planners like that have to last a year. Maybe if you did them quarterly, that would work, because if they get beat up, then you just start new on the next quarter. And you would just print out, you know, the calendar part of it. This Lego planner, and I am going to use this 2-hole punch, and I purchased this last year to do my portfolio scrapbooks for the kids. The box came all beat up, but this is it. I think I paid like $5, so I'm going to just take out 2 of these. So 2 of these, and then 2 of these. This time around, I am going to do 2 on this side. You can always do 1 in the center or 1 across the top, but I think having 2 down the side will make it easier to turn the pages. So I'm just going to adjust this. So I'm just gonna eyeball it and kind of see. So maybe that'll be pretty close. Okay, that's good enough for me. So I'm just going to hole punch it here. And then I'm going to hole punch it there. And I think that that's good. Okay, so then I'm going to take these 2 prongs here, and I'm just going to put them underneath. You could bend them, they're pretty flimsy to get them in there. I'll do both of them at the same time. And then you're gonna take these, make sure that these two things are on the upper side of it, okay? Because see, that's where the prongs are gonna go under. If you do it on this side, they won't have anywhere to go. So you just slide these over the top of those. And then what you're gonna wanna do is the little bars that I said go on the top, you're gonna wanna slide them to one side. So you're gonna push this side down all the way, and then you're gonna slide the bars. And then you're going to push this all the way down, like that. And then you're gonna slide the bars back over to that side, like that. So it's going to be just like that. So you could slide the bar, push that down, slide the bars over it. Sorry, I'm trying to do it one-handed with like my left hand, and I'm right-handed. And then you push that side, and then you push it that way. Super easy. So then you have the planner like this. That I have to change a couple things on my niece's planner because she wanted specific pages, and I noticed that I didn't do that for her, so I'm going to correct that over the next few days. I'm not going to do that today, but I went ahead and laminated, as you saw, all of these just with nothing in them. The only thing I hate, you see how it's like ribbed, but you can't really see that once it's on the planner. So I'm gonna cut these back because they're too long, and then I am going to add them to the planner, and then I'm going to bind it. So cutting them and then binding them. The homeschool planner. I went ahead and bound that. I did the 2 kids planners. I did some of the hidden figures, unit study, and I wrote my list for the art supplies. So. All right, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that there were some things that you were able to accomplish today as well. Leave me in the comments what you guys have been working on, what you need to get done, maybe what you've already gotten done. Yeah, so that is it, you guys. Thanks again. Be sure to hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a big thumbs up and hit that bell. All right, you guys, be safe, be blessed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars,